Good morning. It is Thursday, the 29th of December 2022. First of all, I want to say thank you to the 9 new subscribers that I have accumulated over the last maybe 7 days. Thank you to all the 200 odd people that clicked on my video, whether you watched it to the end or not, doesn't matter. Thank you very much. And thank you to the people who liked the last video and commented on the last video. Over the last few days, I've been reflecting on New Year's resolutions, and I've been contemplating through meditation and very silent thought and prayer, if you like, about what I could share that will help you to understand your life in a more productive way, and how I could help you to maybe think about a different type of New Year's resolution. Because as we all know, people make New Year's resolutions that within the week or a fortnight or a month or 3 months, those New Year's resolutions have been broken because they are very difficult to stick to. Usually it'll be an addiction, smoking, drinking, eating, not exercising enough. And so you have this very well-intentioned idea about how you want to change your life over the next 365 days. So come along on the journey with me in this video. Please like, please comment, and please share. If you so choose to, please subscribe. And apparently if you hit the bell thing, you will be notified of any more videos that I do. Before I begin, I want to just shuffle the postcards from Spirit and have a card just to set us off on the right path. I have lots of ideas about where I want to take my life in the next 365 days. And what I will be sharing with you in this video will give you a clue as to what I am going to be looking at within myself to change myself and my life, and the journey that I myself will be taking. None of us are perfect. We are all fallible, and suffering is part of life. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. So, in order to start my New Year's resolution for the next year, I won't be looking at the diet, the exercise, the smoking or whatever. In my life, I'm going to be looking at things that have a deeper connection to my own self, my own suffering, my own healing journey. And here's hoping that I have the stamina, I put in the right effort, and I have my mind in the right place in order to continue this, because I am convinced that this, what I'm about to share with you, is a key to success. This has gone right underneath the desk, just a sec. Right, finally got it. And no, I haven't brought my specs again. So, dearest you, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. We would be awestruck if you know how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan. And when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. Remember though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. So part of that, I am trying to start to pay attention to other areas of my life. So what do I mean? Over the last few days, I've been trying to write something or say something that best explains how one person's change of thought and behaviour activates thought and behaviour change in others. Positive behaviour change. It also works the other way around. So if you think and act negatively, you will have an effect on the people around you, and those people will their vibration will go down and they will have a negative effect on other people. It happens in a positive way too. And I came up with this quote, and I don't know where it comes from. I don't know where it comes from. It was given to me in meditation. And this quote is basically the cornerstone for this video. And the quote is this, and I need to read it because obviously I had to write it down as I was hearing it. If there is righteousness in the heart, there will be beauty in the character. If there is beauty in the character, there will be harmony in the home. If there is harmony in the home, there will be order in the nations. And if there is order in the nations, there will be peace in the world. So what does that mean? It means in order to affect peace on an individual and a global level, we first have to be harmonious and peaceful within ourselves. So my New Year's resolution is to delve much deeper into who I really am and decide to put the effort in to know who I am and to be brave enough to be totally honest with myself in order to do that. Now, there are 3 major personality traits, and it doesn't matter who you are and what you do. And the first personality trait is one of entanglement. So the type of people who don't have enough, who are always wanting, you know, the sort of person, if I could only have this, everything would be okay. If I just had this, my life would be so much better. And then when they get it, they're on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. We as human beings were continually generating desires. But if those desires are not beneficial to you, for instance, if you have addictions to, it could be drugs, alcohol, smoking, it could be food, it could be shopping, it could be to people's time, addictions to other people, the sort of people who are focused on a particular individual, that tends to stem from not feeling enough, not having enough early in life, not having enough attention. And so in order to fill that gap, in order to satisfy the hunger to have things and people around us, because it's taking the place of what's missing, basically. So the sort of people who feel like they are not enough, they don't have enough, they've never had enough of whatever that is. And the second personality trait is one of avoidance, pushing people away, being angry, aggressive, judgmental. And I suppose we all know a family member who has been rather judgmental and continues to be rather judgmental. And that stems from some very deep wounding. If you push someone away, then they can't hurt you. If you dismiss things in your life, if you dismiss opportunities in your life, then you will never know what it feels like to fail because you haven't taken an opportunity. So, and some of us have all of it. So we have the entanglement, the not enoughness, the not having enoughness. We have the fear of what does failure. If I don't venture into this particular area, I can't fail, therefore I don't have to deal with the hurt of that. And then there is, bear with me because I have written loads of notes, and then there is the person who is confused, deluded, or has an inability to understand what's going on around them. Someone who is lacking in confidence with their knowledge. The deluded type are quite doubtful of everything. And so if you told somebody a story, then they doubt that it's the truth. It's because they are confused about something. They could be pushing it away as well. Because if they have to accept an opinion or have to accept a fact, it might mean that what they've believed all their life is wrong, and the fear having to step forward and then re-look at things, re-look at the life. There are ways to negate this. And for instance, let me give you a scenario. If you're the type of person who likes new things, buying new things, you get a new thing and then immediately you're looking for the next new thing. It could be a latest fashion. It could be a collection. You could be a collector and you've never got enough. And when you've got this particular thing that's really, really rare, you'll be happy, but then you will be on to the next thing. Before you click that button or hand that cash over, you could use kinesiology as a tool to decide whether you need something, whether it will make you feel better. And there are two ways of using kinesiology, and I'm going to show you a way that you can do it while you're sitting down, and I'll describe a way that you can do it while you're standing up. So if you just make a circle with your first finger and your thumb, and you put your other finger through, and if you say yes, yes, you can keep that circle. If you say no, 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 you can't keep that circle closed. This is something that you have to practice, because if, for instance, if you have it in your mind that you want a piece of cheese and you say, oh, I really need a piece of cheese. I really need a piece of cheese. Well, I don't need a piece of cheese because I'm not really thinking about it. But if you really, really want that piece of cheese, your brain will allow you to keep that circle closed. So you have to step out of your own way a bit and be willing to be given an answer from your body that you don't necessarily want. So yes, no, yes, no. Practice it. Practice it. You can use it with everything. I need a new book today. Yes. Well, apparently I need a new book today. What? I need a new book today. Well, I wasn't thinking about getting a new book today at all. I need another pair of shoes. No, I don't. I've got about 3,000 pairs of shoes. I've got more shoes than Imelda Marcos. But I do love shoes, and I often buy shoes that I don't wear. So that's another thing. So next time I'm thinking about buying another pair of shoes, I'm going to use kinesiology. I need another pair of shoes. No, I don't. I need another pair of shoes. No, I don't. I don't. That's a really good way of testing your body to find out if you actually need something. That's the first thing. Another way of testing yourself with kinesiology is to stand up with your feet about shoulder width apart. Take a deep breath, let the breath out, say the word yes, and just let your body relax. You will automatically start to lean forward. If you say no, your body, after a few seconds, will start to lean back. And you can use that with certain things. So, for instance, you could take a piece of cheese, and if you hold it at your navel and say yes, and you go forward, you're going towards that piece of cheese. Your body wants it. If you go backwards, your body's moving away from the cheese. It means you don't need it at all. That's the first step. The second step is to start to meditate. And you would start by just giving yourself 10 minutes every single day. And all you do is close your eyes and track your breath going in and your breath going out. And you won't be able to just concentrate on your breath going in and your breath going out. You won't. Because your mind is geared up to give you thoughts, 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, most of which we are not aware of. But we are aware of the repetitive ones that tell us to buy something, the repetitive ones that tell us to be angry, but we don't know why we're doing it. And as you are sat there tracking your breath going in and your breath going out, thoughts will come. You might want to buy a new pair of shoes. You're like, oh, I quite fancy those shoes. I'll have a look at those when I've finished meditating. Don't let yourself get trapped in that story. Let yourself go, oh yeah, that's wanting. That's wanting. That's wanting. Let it go. I need a new book today. Oh, that's wanting. Let it go. I'm really angry with that person at work. Oh, that's anger. Let it go. Identify the thought to an emotion. I hope I'm making sense. Why did she do that yesterday? Delusion. That's delusion. That's confusion. And let it go. Oh, anger, I know you. Oh, wanting, I know you. Confusion, I know you. We're all going to die tomorrow. Fear, I know you. And all of these personality traits are deeply rooted in fear, and they are deeply connected to our root chakra. The root chakra is about security, stability, safety. If I don't buy that pair of shoes, then the world won't love me anymore. I'm looking for attention. You have to start to get to the root of why, if you're an angry person, why if you're attached to a certain thing like buying or alcohol or drugs, it's a way of numbing the pain. If you are an angry person and you're pushing people away, you don't have to deal with the trauma. But the more you practice breathing in and out, allowing the thoughts to come and allowing them to go, identify them and allowing them to go, the more you'll get to the bottom of why you do what you do. If you buy all the time, if you are constantly buying things and you're never satisfied, then you are hurting yourself in the pocket. If you are constantly looking for the next fix, whatever that is, you are hurting yourself. And you are hurting people around you. If you're buying all the time, you're hurting yourself because you have less cash. And the people around you, you have less to share. So that was the kinesiology technique that you can use. So become aware, more aware of your thoughts as they enter, and to catch them before you act unconsciously. So I don't know why I need a new book today. Maybe something's going to come up. Maybe I'm going to find a new book that that's going to help me with something. Who knows? I'll let you know in the next video. So become aware of your thoughts before you're buying stuff or exploding your temper, or you become uncertain about something. Notice the stories and scenarios that your brain conjures up while you are trying to just concentrate on your breath going in and your breath going out. Identify the thought, identify the feeling, and let it pass. Without reaching for something, without pushing something away. Allow a thought to come in, don't push it away, allow it to come in. Whether it's pleasant or unpleasant, allow it to come in and allow it to go on its own, because your brain will just go on another, your brain will continue to just go on these journeys without, we have no control over this thought. So you let it come in and you let it go out. Notice the stories and the scenarios. As I said, 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day that our brain produces, most of which we are not aware of. The stories we tell ourselves of things that happened in the past, traumas and upset and all that kind of thing. 50% of the stories we tell ourselves and others are untrue. Because it's our perception. We are telling a story based on an emotional reaction. And at the end of the 10 minutes, make a list of what came up in that meditation. What came up that made you thankful? What came up that gave you the mindset to be gratitude for something? What came up that reminded you of who or what you need to forgive? Drop into gratitude. Drop into forgiveness. And that should help you better understand yourself. Most people that I speak to, when I say you need, why don't you try meditating? For all different types of reasons. I can't meditate, my mind can't keep still. That's the point. That is the point of meditation, because your brain is telling you who you are when you are in meditation. And in order to accept who you are, accept your patterns of behaviour and where they come from, you need to be able to allow your brain to tell you who you are. And I'm going to be doing more of that, much more of that next year. So if you want to come on that journey with me, you are quite welcome. I have said it before, and I will say it again. Very early on in my YouTube journey, there are 4 videos about gratitude. If I can get someone who knows about how to do these kinds of things, I will link these 4 videos in the description, because that will help you to better understand yourself. And if you better understand yourself, then what happens is you will have righteousness in the heart. There will be beauty in your character. There will be harmony in your home. There will be order in the nations, and there will be peace in the world. My wish for you for 2023 is to have harmony in your heart, beauty in your character, harmony in your home, and peace. Take care. Be good. After the new year, I will do a New Year's reading, and on the 8th of January, we have a new moon. So have a think about what your intentions are for the upcoming new moon. See you soon. Ta-ra.